What's up YouTube, I'm DarkJack. In this video I'm going to be giving you my honest review and opinions about the new game Rage that just came out. Right here I'm playing one of the co-op missions, and there are 9 different co-op missions you can play online. And this is the Wasted Garage, which is one of the areas that you play through in single player. Rage is essentially a cross between the game Fallout and Borderlands. So if you played either of those games and enjoyed them, you're also going to enjoy Rage. So you move from quest to quest, you do side games, jobs, mini games, and you attack these dungeons or bandit hideouts to get their goods and their loot. So it's like Fallout and Borderlands, but it's not as long as them. And the multiplayer is like a cross between Twisted Metal and Jak X Racing, if you played those before on the PlayStation. Now this game has really beautiful graphics. It uses the ID5 engine, and the game Modern Warfare 2 is based on the ID3 engine, so the graphics in this game look better than that of Modern Warfare 2. So when you're outside and you're racing, you can look up and see the sky, and it's really beautiful. So the environment and the graphics and the sound really sell this game. Now it took me 14 hours to beat the single player on normal, and that includes not just the single player, but I did all the side quests, all the jobs, all the mini games. I've gotten almost all the achievements, and that took me 14 hours to do. So the game is not that long. You could beat it in 10 hours on normal if you really wanted to, if you just skip over most of the side quests. And the only things I haven't done, I have not beaten all the mini games on their hardest difficulty yet, and I haven't beaten all the co-op missions. Now in Rage there are a variety of different guns you can use. There's this assault rifle, there's a shotgun that I'm using now. You've got a pistol, you've got a sawed-off shotgun, sniper rifle, crossbow, and that can shoot lots of different ammo, including a dart that can mind control enemies. You've got lots of different ammo for each gun. You've got pop rockets, which are like a grenade launcher, you've got electrical bullets, and you've got bullets that are designed for enemies that have heavy armor. And then toward the end of the game you get like a pulse cannon, which is like a throwback to one of the guns from the game Doom. So you can also build lots of different things. You can build sentry guns, auto turrets, RC bomb cars, and this game kind of feels like a dig at the game Call of Duty Black Ops, because in the first mission you're fighting against the Ghost Clan, and then after that in the town of Wellspring there's a place called the Second Chance Bar, and then there's another hideout that you go to where you have to kill bandits that are building these RC car bombs. So you've got Ghost, Second Chance, and RC cars in this game. So it's kind of a dig at Black Ops. They knew what would bother players in Black Ops, so they made it so that you would fight against these things in this game. And then the mini games are pretty fun. You've got a card game called Rage Frenzy, which is kind of like Magic the Gathering, and you have to collect cards around town to get those cards in order to win the mini game. And you've got Five Finger Fillet, which is kind of like Red Dead Redemption, and you've got a new game called Tombstone, which is like a luck-based dice rolling game. And there's lots of other stuff. There are also races that you can do, lots of different tracks. So overall I would give this game a 9 out of 10. It's not that hard of a game to beat. It's not very long, but for what it is, it's a pretty decent game, so I would definitely at least rent it. And for the things I didn't like about this game, the PC version of Rage is bugged, so if you're going to get it for console, not for PC, because there's screen tearing in the PC version unless you get the right update and have the right drivers installed. And when I played it for the 360, the update was not correct. They gave this game the wrong update. They're going to fix that in the future, but what happens is every time you change discs, because the game has 3 discs, it crashes. So you have to go back to the dashboard and then restart the game every time you change discs, which gets annoying, but that will be fixed in the future. There are also some glitches. One time in Subway Town I fell through the floor, and so I was at the bottom of the map looking up. Another time the computer-controlled AI car got stuck in the ground in one of the races, which was good for me because it made the race easier. And the campaign is too short. It's about half as long as Borderlands and about half the size as well. So if you played the game Borderlands, if you take the entire world of Borderlands, the world in this game is about half the size. So it's not that big, though the quality is pretty decent, even though the quantity is not. And so the multiplayer is just average. There are 4 different racing modes where you have to collect meteors, and there's combat racing where you can like shoot bombs and missiles at each other. So if you first start playing the multiplayer, you're at a huge disadvantage. because as you level up and you get better cars, better weapons, and better armor, so it makes it a lot easier to do well. So you're at a big disadvantage when you first start playing the multiplayer. And there are 9 co-op missions, which are games from the single player that you redo, but you do it with new enemies and you have new objectives and missions. And those are about 10 minutes each, so if you take the single player and the multiplayer together, you have about 20 hours worth of gameplay if you do everything in it. So the replayability is not that high, so I might go through later and replay the game again on Nightmare difficulty, which is not that difficult. And the wing stick in this game is also very, very overpowered. The wing stick is a weapon, it's like a boomerang with spikes on it, and you throw it and it's a one-hit kill to any enemy in the game unless it's a boss. So the bosses are pretty tough. You have to use explosives and upgraded bullets to kill them. So there's no competitive multiplayer like the game Quake, if you played Quake before, or Unreal Tournament. It doesn't have anything like that, so I think they really dropped the ball when it comes to the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is just average. So I would definitely at least rent this game and check it out, because it's a pretty good game for what it is, and I think you'll enjoy playing it. So I'll see you guys later.